Hello everyone, and in this tutorial we're going to take a look at how to do like this simple 2D effects type of thing. But the idea is like we won't make this explosion. The idea is how to use the trace sop to trace like any 2D effects sprite sheet that you might get. So if you look on Pinterest, you get a lot of variety of stuff like this, and you will get like these frames, right? So like there is a bunch of stuff that I have here. So you get a whole bunch of things like these, okay? And I kind of was like, rather than drawing them out, I can probably just use a trace sop to trace this. So that's what we're going to take a look at. Okay, so what I did was I have this one thing which I just traced. Okay, so if I look here, yeah, there you go. So that's basically what I have. Okay, so that is what has been traced. So once you trace it, I'll just copy this much. Okay, so I'm assuming you know how to use the trace software. Just type in trace and load the image. It will trace it for you. So I just reversed it because it was in the opposite direction. And then what you want to do is you just want to delete, or you want to like separate out each one. Okay, so just take a blast node. I haven't found a way to procedurally do this because there are multiple elements in each one. So you can't really use like a name sop or whatever to do this. So I don't know, maybe you can, like there are people smarter than me who can figure this out, but we'll just do it manually. So I'll do delete non-selected. I'll just pick one and press enter. And then just do Control C, Control V. So just keep doing this till you get all of them. So I'll do this and I'll skip through it. Okay, so it just works. It's not really, the most complicated thing to do. Okay, once you've done that, you want to use a match size to put everything to 0. Okay, so because this is an explosion, we want to put everything to 0. If it's a fire or something, you might want to put it like at the ground plane. So we'll just take this, and that's pretty much it. So I can just do Control C, Control V for each one, and that's pretty much it. Now that you have all of this done, all you want to do is like switch through them on a per frame basis. So you just take a switch node and select like all of these and plug them in. And if I just switch through it, you'll see that. There you go. Okay, and then just put a null at the end so it disappears. So we just have like, see. And all you want to do is over here, just do like add frame, and you get an animation. So, and if you want it slower, like let's say if I do like divided by 3, so that means each frame will last for 3 frames. So you'll get like something slightly slower. Alright, so you can also do like looped stuff, like you have stuff like this. But the problem with this is like if I zoom in, you'll see like it's very grainy because it's like I extracted it from a GIF. So what you want to do is you probably want to go into Photoshop and just sort of like what I did was I blurred it a little bit and I used levels. So if I just so that it's sort of it's a lot more cleaner. Otherwise it's going to cause like a lot of issues trying to trace this out. So if I just trace this, like I can load that up. So it won't show up in the beginning. So just take the threshold value and adjust it till it shows up. And yeah, there you go. So you have this. And we can try to you can try to do things like you can do smooth shapes. So it'll be a little bit smoother. You can also try to do a resample. I don't know if this is a good thing. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay, so once you've done this, then you do the same stuff. Okay, so in this case, I think what will be a good idea is we put everything at ground level. Okay, so rather than having a match size and going to 0, we can do a match size and bring it to Y min. I think that will be a good idea. So first we'll just take a blast and take care of this. So the process remains the same, like that doesn't change. So I'll just select this and yeah. So once we have done this, come in here and we can do a match size. And what I'll do is I'll keep this to min, so it's there. And we can just duplicate that for each one. So even if you have drawn something, you can do the same thing, like you can just trace it out using a trace sop. I mean, this is not the most complicated thing. And then we do the same stuff. So I can just do a switch here and I'll pick all of these and plug it in. And if I have done everything right, if I just do like a at frame divided by 2, I should get, okay, there's a problem with the last one. Oh, hold on. Okay, I have a problem here. uh, wait a second. So this is okay. Yeah, that's not okay. So yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the last frame here? Yeah, there you go. So you have a nice little looped fire. Okay. And then you can add colors to this or take this into cops and do stuff like that. But anyway, so it's a pretty nice way to just cheat at doing 2D effects stuff. Okay, that's pretty much it.